Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Tuesday morning Queen City Picker and Friends show. Let me mute something over here. Anyhow, how is everybody doing? How are you doing this morning, Todd? So, are you? Have you got everything packed that you've got to ship today? Yeah, you are.
God, we're old.
Um.
What was your question? I'm sorry, I was still thinking about how you haven't put me on the show and you're asking me questions.
uh.
There's
How have you
Anissa.
got everything packed this morning that you got to ship,
No, I
or you
always
just got
wake
out of
up
bed?
about 5 o'clock. This morning I woke up and it was 7 o'clock. I'm like, holy crap! So I haven't packed anything. I had another banger day yesterday. Sold 7 items for $400.
Let's see. Well, that's good. eBay's dead. Good morning, Bumcrack. Glad to see you. Good morning, Lag. Good morning, John Jones. Good morning, Anissa. Where were you yesterday? And she wants to know how much money. How much did you sell?
Sold 7 items for $400.
Wow.
Yeah, it's easy to see. 8 spoons, 50
Sterling?
bucks. Nope. Stainless. Uh, Towel. Towle. Made in Germany. Look for it.
Okay, there's your find for the week.
uh, I don't know whether you were here or not, but one of the shows recently I showed I bought a whole bunch of ink refills and erasers.
Right? Yeah, I was here.
And everybody was kind of going, "Man, this is a boring show." But this stack of 8 boxes of erasers sold for $126.
Wow. Where are they
And
going to?
for all the ink refills and erasers, I paid 10.
Are they going to an individual? Or are they going to like a company or what?
Uh, it, I'll tell you just a sec. Let me. It is going to ink supplies. So I assume it's a business that sells stuff. They're not
Drafting and
selling,
art supplies?
huh?
Like drafting and art supplies?
It just says ink supplies. They don't have an eBay store, so I guess maybe they got a brick and mortar somewhere they sell.
Maybe so. Well, I figured that you would sell them, but they would be sold to like an artist, or
Already,
art students, or a company, like a
already sold one box for 21, and then this offer came in during the night for $18 a box. I said, shoot, yeah.
well, that's good.
So I'm way, way, way. I'm at like $200 sold so far out of those ink refills and erasers. I thought the ink refills would go fast, but the erasers they're just flying out of here.
Did you by any chance check to see what the retail price was on those things?
I looked up comps.
No, I'm talking about in the real world.
uh,
Like if you went down to Duncan and Parnell, which is an office supply store. I mean, a
no.
engineering supply store here.
I just looked at the comps on eBay, and I put mine about in the middle of what the comps were. Somebody was asking like $50 a box, and I was like, I see the solds aren't that high, so and I had I had 8 of them, so I was like, I'm gonna put mine in the middle. Be right back.
Go ahead. I was looking to see what I was looking to see what if you went locally and bought those things from. Anissa, why did you have 6 girls at your house yesterday? Oh, they don't even come up with them. Um, it sounds like you had fun. Good morning, Tactical. John, yeah, Lag bought everything from you. You have 12 kids. You know about drilling.
Hmm.
Lag is allegedly in Pennsylvania, I think. And this is they're long. They're about the size of a pencil, and they go down into a an electric pencil. I mean, electric eraser, like for drafting. I had one when I did drafting years ago. Um, Artists use them because they're about what 10 inches long, 8 inches long, something like that.
7.
Are they 7?
Yeah, you put them in a machine eraser,
Right.
and there's 12 erasers in a box.
Yeah. Oh, you girls had. They must have had a day out of school yesterday. You got a water leak somewhere. Oh, that's bad. You don't want your basement flooding. Uh, so the rest of those boxes you've shipped into one place, Todd.
Huh?
I said you're shipping all those to one place.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Easy to ship.
They haven't even well, yeah. I had the shipping on $5 for one pack, or and then $2 for each extra one you buy.
Right.
So I might even make a little on the shipping.
You want to throw them in a flat rate padded envelope and send them all their way.
I ship them in a box, Tom.
Yeah, but I said a flat rate padded envelope.
No, I've hardly used any flat rates since they came out with Ground Advantage.
Really?
Problem with Ground Advantage, the only problem is you have to buy more plain boxes,
Yeah.
which is still worth it to go ahead and get the plain boxes. I
Yeah.
used one. I had 30 orders go out yesterday,
Wow.
and I had one that the priority box costs 60 more cents to ship it priority. So I was like, well, I know the box that I would ship it in would have cost 60 cents. So I sent one package yesterday out of 30 orders, priority. All the rest were ground advantage. Who was it saying they were going to make free ground advantage boxes from the Postal Service?
I don't
Somebody
know.
was saying that. Is that true?
I don't know.
I don't know
I
why somebody would say that if it wasn't going to happen. If they do, I hope they make them a different style than the priority,
right.
because if you keep a stock of a few priority and get the new ground advantage ones, it's going to be easy to mix those up because there's so many varieties.
Right. I was just looking through the website. I don't see anything about it.
So they are going to have some. Oh, Tactical Z says it's true. We got 3 days to sell everything in our stores, and then eBay's going to up our fees 10 cents an item.
Okay.
So eBay's going to get like $230 more a year off of me if I keep selling at this rate.
And you'll make 300,000.
God, I wish. Wouldn't it be great to make 300,000 a year on eBay? Of course, I don't think that's unless you've sold like high dollar watches or something.
Right.
You're not going to reach that as a single.
Yeah.
If you sell like I do, 300,000 would probably require. Oh God.
Good morning, Julie. Damn, everybody's quitting. You might hit 500,000 this year, Todd.
I'd
That
have
10
to work
cents
dawn to
is
dusk or dawn to middle of the night. No, I don't think if I worked 18 hours a day that I could even get to at the rate. Uh, and take home net money. I figured out once I could get up to 60,000 if I worked it 60 hours a week. Yeah, I figured for if I worked 50 weeks a year and worked 50 hours, I would make $1,000. So it's like, for me, eBay kind of works like that. The more hours I put in, the more money I make.
yeah. Well, that's the way it is with most things,
But it's
unless you're
been pretty
employed
steady,
by somebody.
50 hours equal $1,000. What does that equal out to?
What'd you say? 50 hours equals $1,000. 52,000 for the year.
Actually, I make more than that.
Yeah, you've made that much in 2 days.
Anyway,
Good morning, Mike.
to make more than I'd make, I'd have to spend a lot more time working, and I don't. What would it take to make 100K profit?
Sell about 200,000.
Now, is it profit before Uncle Sam comes and takes 15% off of me? Probably around 70, 75 hours a week.
Unless you're selling big ticket items. You
Yeah,
know,
if you're selling 14 karat gold jewelry, or if you're selling medium to high end watches, or you're not going to have to work as hard.
I think
Problem
that was
is,
one of the big things back when eBay, I mean, when Amazon FBA first came out was, it was really being pushed that you could expand your business if you're one person office. Um, you could expand your business because you don't have to worry about shipping, except shipping, putting together a lot, shipping it into FBA to Amazon, and let them deal with it. So you weren't doing that part of the business. But then again, that's not worked out for everybody.
like
And
the
this,
spoons, yeah, they're good profit for. I spent at the estate sale. I spent $14 for a bunch of flatware,
right?
and I got about 12 listings out of it. So I sold two for $50. So I'm already way in the profit on that.
Yeah.
But
What did
that's
you?
not going to get you rich very quick.
No. Where did you say that? Where did you say you get those from? Estate sale?
Yeah, I got those at state sale and a half off day. So I
Right.
paid like $14 for. I got two different patterns. No money in flatware, just leave it there. I don't know, Mike. I do pretty good with that. I got one set of flatware I've had for a long time. It's in a wooden box. It's silver plated. It hasn't sold.
Go ahead, Julie. What's your question? Well, I got a question for you while
Um,
she's doing her question, Todd.
all right, I'll
If you
answer
were
Julie's question. I used to watch the Hales when they were just into storage units, and then they've built their show into just being all about drama. So no, I don't watch it.
Yeah, I don't want. And then they started doing the pusher machines and all those things, and I just didn't.
Yeah,
Um,
but a lot of people love those
yeah,
because his little Egyptian wife is kind of cute, and he plays guitar, and they got what 300, 400,000 viewers. Sheesh.
yeah. But somebody likes that. Um, my question for you, Todd, is if you were, without going into the gold silver market, what would you, what would be the items that you would go out if you had to go out and look for certain items? to run your business off of, what kind of items would you go out? What specifically, what kind of items would you go out for? More flatware, pipes, or does it just depend on what you run across? Did that make any sense at all?
Yeah, I love to do gold and silver jewelry and gold and silver bullion, but getting enough inventory for the right price is hard. That's the hard part with that market, having a source to get, because your margins are going to be way smaller. You're going to have to sell $1 million worth of gold and silver probably to make 100,000,
Right.
because your upfront cost is going to be high, high, high.
Oh, I forgot to say, I'm glad your clock finally got there, Mr. Sadie. Does it look good? Yeah, it's what the hell's. And even though most of when they were doing the storage locker auctions, I mean, there was a lot of drama in it too. Not drama with other people or anything like that. It's just the way they came across about the stuff they found.
Sadie finished second in a tournament yesterday.
Really? So did you retire off your winnings?
It was kind of a smaller tournament with a
Mm.
lower buy-in, so he only made like $45 back. But it was to finish second in any tournament is good.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Julie.
I got a pretty cool feedback myself.
There must be a lot of slow shippers out there because I've gotten several feedback that said, "Wow, quick shipping, thanks. Great product, that type of thing." But it's they specifically said quick shipping. I mean, I like to get it out of here just as soon as if it's if I might I mean, usually I ship same day because I'm not like Todd. I don't got 30 people's things to sell, but depending on what day it is, I mean, what time of day it is.
Let me read you this feedback.
Okay, hit it.
The erasers came in today. I was totally excited to get the erasers. I have pencils in good condition, but no erasers. I'm doing a happy dance. Thank you for the sale. Thumbs up.
Wow,
Boy,
they are
somebody
an
is
artist.
somebody.
They've got to be an
People
artist.
people get excited about getting their erasers. Oh, that's funny. I thought it was. I don't know. I'm doing a happy dance. I got my erasers. Uh, now that's good. I mean, that's good.
Yeah,
But
I mean, it's good, but I wonder if I just checked DP Duncan Parnell, which is a major engineering architectural land surveying supply company here in town, and I'd searched for those eraser refills, and I didn't get any hit at all on them. Like you had to call somebody for your water leak.
yeah, I need to. What I need to do is find another store going out of business, and I just buy everything that's left.
Yeah,
A local mom and pop. like a Western wear or office supplies
Right.
or a plumber going out of business or pool supplies. Remember when I got all those pool supplies?
Yeah.
I,
Um,
I made thousands on pool supplies.
Mr. Sadie,
Shut up, James.
somebody that's in graphics, they're really important to them. uh, well, I'm glad you made somebody's day really good, really great. Apparently,
Lag did
Todd.
the happy dance in his
Yeah,
basement.
like since he bought the erasers.
So funny.
Everything that used to be in your inventory is now over in Lag's basement.
I know. And then he used to go on John's show, and he would look for the stuff that I'd sold, and he would tell John that he sold it. Lag is a funny guy. He's a subterranean. That's right.
Yeah, there's like in the we don't have basements in here in South Carolina unless you're up in the foothills, and usually they're walk-in basements or walk-out basements, which means that they're on the side of a hill. Because our water table is so when you get closer to the coast, the water table's like 2 feet down.
Hmm. Everything's pretty much in this 400 square foot. Used to be a 2.5 car garage turned into
Your
a den.
office, warehouse.
No, it's a pretty nice den, pretty nice space. But when the boys left home, it's like we don't even use it, so it was perfect for eBay.
Right. Oh, you had converted it into like a game room, family
No,
room type thing.
it was already like that when we moved in.
Uh,
Instead of a garage door, it's got French doors, double doors.
um, you know, I don't remember. They had like a blog. I can't remember what their names were, and they got into real estate and they traveled a lot. You probably know what I'm talking about. But they had like warehouses upon warehouses of stuff they had listed. I mean, big warehouses. And I was thinking, man, you need to do a price adjustment and get rid of some of that stuff.
Tack is a professional breakdancer.
So, Mr. Sadie, did you take the day off and just sit home and watch your clock?
Uh, I do the pop and lock. I do I do too tactical, but it's not on purpose. It's just because my old man joints
It's
don't pop and lock.
yeah, you're just getting out of bed in the morning and you're popping and like, oh my god, my arm, it's locked up.
What was that dance show? They used to do a bunch of that pop and lock and crap on it. Some of it was interesting to watch, but others were like me.
Yeah.
Sadie, do you mean you knock stuff over when you dance, or you break something on yourself when you dance? Snap like a glow stick when listening.
Damn it, Leslie, you're not even old.
They had a bunch of those in the last auction, and man, those went for big money. Almost almost eBay price those went for. And I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna buy those.
Yeah, those are unless you got a big lot of them, you pick them up cheap, and give them to your nieces and nephews. Speaking of nephews,
That's what I'm talking about, Sadie. Pop lock.
our
It's getting harder for me to get up out of bed in the morning, not because I'm still sleepy, but because my back stiffens up during the night and it hurts getting out of bed.
I was in yesterday. I had to. Y'all know had to take Robert's car and have it inspected, and um, the fuel oil changed on it, whatnot. So I was walking around the showroom, and while I was waiting, and the guy that sold us that car, Pete, he came over. Well, was walking around, and this guy said, "Can I help you look for something?" I said, "No, I'm waiting on a car to be serviced." And I said, if I need to, if I was gonna buy something, I would need to ask for Pete. And so in a few minutes, Pete came out. I guess the salesman told him, and he said, "Hey Tom, how you doing?" And well, we just talked anyway. I was standing. He said, "You." He said, "Did you come in here to buy that CX-90?" And I said, "No." I said, "But those are nice looking vehicles." And it's about the size of an Explorer. Anyway, I was standing beside a RX-5, I think it was, little two-seater convertible, red, black interior, really pretty. He said, "How about this? You and Roberta," and he must have us on file, so he must have checked his records. Anyway, he said, "Y'all need one of these," and I said, "Have you got some kind of lift on the bottom of them? Like you'd press your remote and jacks would go down and pick up the car about 2 feet up off the ground so we could sit down in it and then lower it back down to driving." And he laughed and he said, "No." And I said, "Well, good, because I don't think I could, I, uh, I don't think I could, if I could get into it, I don't think I could get out of it with my knees." And he laughed and he said, "Yeah, but you'd be surprised how many older than you people, older than you, have come in and bought these things." But dang, cars are getting expensive.
Ooh, a hot oil massage. That sounds great.
We watch a lot of Asian YouTube, and they have these. I'm gonna call them a sand bath. Basically, you go to a resort, and they have usually they're near hot springs, and they have like black sand, and they you lay down and they cover you up with the sand. That just sounds so good.
Warm sand or something.
Yeah,
I just sold one of those paraffin therapy uh, electric heaters.
right.
You fill up a big pot. It's like a almost like a crock pot. You fill it up with paraffin, and then I guess you stick a hand or an elbow or whatever hurts down in it.
Right.
I don't remember in this. Let me look. What brand? It didn't sell for all that much. It's just that came up. I just thought of it because of the conversation. Let's see.
I just when I go get a pedicure, that hot water and whatever that stuff is they put in it makes my legs and feet feel so good. So you didn't get the 250, Mr. Sadie, because they wasn't going to give you anything on your truck. His wife probably said no.
$20 for the Conair. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. IGIA. Thermospa Paraffin Bath Wax Therapy. I sold
Yeah.
it for $29.74 plus shipping on top.
Cool.
If I'm gonna sell something that big though, I know Gary Law. My brother is texting me.
Oh, you people are comedians. Yeah, vehicles are so expensive. Um, Especially trucks.
Gary Law.
Well, Mr. Sadie, you should have just kept both of them. But you know, that's my mom. After my dad passed, while my dad was still alive, they bought a Honda, the big Honda SUV, whatever it's called, and a Pilot, I believe it is. Anyway, my mom never liked it. It was too big, and you know, it was a seven-passenger van, minivan, whatever you want to call them, SUV. So after he passed away, about 6, 7 months later, she bought her a new CRV, and I went with her to the dealership, and because she was gonna trade it in. It had 1,700 miles on it. It was maybe I think it was like 10 months old, 11 months old, and because she never drove it, because she drove her car. So after so we took it over there, and they gave her a price, and I told her, I said, well, I told my mom, I said, for that price, I'll just buy it because we were looking for a car, and so she said she'd think about it, and they called her every day, wanted to if she was ready to trade. Hold on a minute.
Okay. Hold on, Big Mama. Dang, why would you, if
Talk
you were
about amongst
happy
yourself
with
for
your
a minute.
2021, why would you trade it for 2024? Yeah, yeah, you'd rather give your truck to a relative than get a bad trade-in, I'm sure. Oh, you needed something lower to the ground? It's hard for me to get in the car after Gwen drives because she shoves the seat so far forward. I can't hardly get in a car she's driven because it's like cramming myself in. And everything's got electric seats now, so you can't just grab the bar and shove the seat back before you get in. So I have to wrap myself up like a pretzel to get in a car, and then after I start it, I can move the seat back to. I got like 30, 33, 34-inch inseam, and so She's a little shorter than me, so just kills my legs getting in where after she's driven.
Insurance. God,
Seat memory. I don't know if that. It may have seat memory. I don't know. But could you get? Does the seat memory work if you don't have the engine started? I have to read the owner's manual and set that up.
I get into my son's car, and it's like you were just talking about Gwen. He's got the seat all the way forward, and I'm like, okay, I got to push it back about to the very back just so I can get my stomach in that thing. Uh, I told him, he said, You're like Grams. you, you, her car's got memory seats, which is good because you can, I can adjust it. And then when she gets back in it to drive it, it goes back to where she needs it at, which is like a little old lady up on the steering wheel. But all that stuff is extra, and it costs more. That memory seats and stuff. Yeah, that's the best thing about Roberta's car is those heated seats. Because I get in the first, I don't care whether it's 90 degrees outside. I got the heated seats on. The air conditioner turned down to 60 and the heated seats on. It's good for my back. So, what all do you have on your agenda today, Todd? Get your shipping done?
Yeah, I got. They're not hard to fulfill. I got small stuff like erasers.
Right.
I got sold a gold ring for 104, 107, something like that. Little stuff. Easy shippers today, so that won't take long. Yesterday, I had 30 orders. It took me nearly till noon to get them all packed after the show was over. Let's
Okay,
see,
John.
have I got anything that's hard to ship? I got a pair of jeans, I got a little backpack, I got a purse, I got a tube of Mary Kay Time Wise Age Minimum Sunscreen. No, everything's little.
I sold through all of my
And the
Mary Kay.
backpack, just shove it in a poly bag and
Right.
give it a kiss on the head and a pat on its butt and send it on its way.
Well, the jeans you can put in a poly bag too, can't you?
Yeah, they're already in a poly bag. All I got to do is slap a label on them.
Oh, okay.
Size 50, 30. That guy's a lot a lot bigger around than he is tall, that's for sure.
Oh, wow.
That guy's bigger than me. I'm down 10 pounds since I started keto January 2nd. I've lost 10 pounds. I'm like, man, I wish this would go faster. It's working, but it's taking forever.
Yeah.
Back when I was younger, I could go out to the track and run, and I could lose a pound every 2 days.
I remember the days
But
when I could eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat, and didn't put on any weight. Now, if I look at a dadgum chocolate cake, I put on 5 pounds.
yeah, I've been good. I mean, like after church Sunday, we uh, went out to Brown's Cafe, and I got the uh, patty melt hamburger,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't eat any of the Texas toast that it came with. I just ate the patty melt, and I had a side order of fried okra. There's a little bit of carbs on the breading, but not much.
Hey, Kathy. Glad you joined us this morning. It's yeah, this wait is just a never-ending thing. Your feeders lag. Does that mean that you just eat all the time? Well, I hope you're doing well, Kathy.
Hmm?
So, you went and picked up an auction? Did you pick up an auction last night, or you didn't buy anything for yesterday's auction?
Yeah, everybody was saying I was. They didn't believe that I wasn't going to buy anything at the auction, and I didn't.
You didn't buy anything because you didn't see anything to buy, or you just didn't buy anything because you weren't going to buy anything and bring anything else out?
I looked at it and I didn't see anything that would just bring in tons of money, so I didn't buy anything. On top of that, I still got tons of stuff to get listed from past buys, estate sale, and oh gosh, I got a stack. Still got a stack of electronic stereo equipment to test, and that stuff's big. I got a couple of woofer speakers and some big shelf speakers, and they're good brands. They're like Sony and Bose and different stuff. But man, I just
Kathy, is this more sales, Kathy?
aha, we know Kathy.
Okay, good. I'm glad that you
I haven't heard
made it
from
back
Kathy in
in.
a
I know
long
y'all been
time.
busy developing that property because your mother-in-law and your mother, y'all built homes for them out there. Now it's
Kathy Renault, we're all happy you're back with us. Yay! I'm doing the happy dance.
um, yeah, they've got bought a piece of property and they've been building a couple of houses out there for mother-in-laws and mothers. And did y'all did y'all ever build y'all something out there?
I'm silly? No, Tom's the silly one.
Nah, I'm just old and forgetful. Is what the hell I am. But yeah, they on Facebook they were posting pictures of when they were clearing the land and pouring the pads and building the houses and oh Lord.
Reselling's kind of like anything else. People come and go, and they come and go, and very few times do people come back after they leave. But there's Kathy. Whoop, whoop.
Well, people get busy with life, and
Well, that's what I'm
she's got all
saying.
those grand young'uns, and
I didn't say people had a bad reason for leaving
oh, I
reselling
know.
or the YouTube stuff, but
And after a while, you get kind of tired of it. I mean, not tired. You just, yeah, you get tired of it. I'll just be honest with you.
yeah, it's like I retired from teaching 15 years ago, and I could count on in a like a there's like 30 towns in the Texas Panhandle that I I would always see him at solo ensemble contests and all region contests and stuff.
Right.
And I don't. There may be just one or two of those band directors left that are still teaching at the same school they were when I retired.
Well,
We've had.
Kathy, you back doing some reselling? My band director when I was in high school, my junior year of high school, he retired, and he was 80 years old. He just loved it, and because he taught middle school band and he taught high school band, which was the marching band. We only had one band. It was marching band during football season and concert band during concert season and pep band during basketball season.
Yeah.
Uh, but he loved it. Um,
Yeah, I
he
know.
he
I know a couple of band directors. They got in like 50 years of teaching, and I was like, good God. They, you know, in Texas, teachers make like 2.3% on their retirement for every year they teach. And so after about 42 years, you're losing money by keeping on teaching because your retirement check would be bigger than your pay.
yeah. Yes, you did, Mr. Sadie. It's but Mr. Hoff, that was his name, Louis B. He talked like this. He was great, and all the students loved him, and I guess that was I don't know where Todd went. I don't. And I guess that's the reason he liked the teaching. It was because pretty much people want to be like in band class or art class or chorus, or there's people who took PE perpetually all throughout high school because they like that kind of stuff. So I guess it makes a difference when you have a student body that, or a group of students that like, they like being there. Who the hell wants to be in the algebra 3 unless you're a math person? I was checking to see if Todd posted. Did he have an issue? I have a monitor over here. Yeah, Kathy and Marcel did some great. They had some great storage stuff, and they drove all over the place. Oh, there he is.
Sorry about that. Uh,
Let's.
Gwen's planning our next epic vacation,
Oh,
so she was on the phone with a travel agent, and so I had to answer a couple of questions. Uh,
you're going to Antarctica this year. It's time to book it. No, it's not. Well, it is if you because you'd want to go there next summer or next winter. Uh,
yeah, I got to save up for this one. We don't, if you pay if you pay by e-check, you get like a 3% discount
Right.
on a vacation. And we just don't have that much money right now. We're gonna have to put it on a credit card, some of it for a couple of months. I know I can make, I'm doing good on eBay and stuff, and
Where you going to go? If you,
we're thinking about, or we're gonna do one of those Viking River cruises down the Rhine River.
oh, that sounds great.
We start in Baden, Switzerland,
Right.
and then we go north and finish up in Netherlands.
Ah, das
So
ist
we
gut.
hit Switzerland, Germany, um, I want to say Austria. No, it may not go to Austria. Switzerland, Germany, France, Belgium, Netherlands.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it's not a real long one. It's only 8 days, but that's enough. That's still a great big vacation for
Oh yeah,
us.
that is.
And Viking cruises aren't cheap, and she got
Oh
kind of a.
no, those are for the rich people.
I know they're, but we're not getting the balcony, and we're not getting.
I've always wanted to go. Okay, I've always wanted to go to Egypt. It's on my bucket list, and I I was
That's
watching a YouTube video of some people doing Nile River cruises, and if I was to go to Egypt, that's how I would do Egypt is on a Nile River cruise.
that is a deal. Are meals included in your vacation, Sadie?
And they got to be 5 star because that's what he's gonna get on Viking.
I suppose meals would be free if I catch fish, and then if I don't, we'll have to go to McDonald's after. Got to catch a few catfish along the way so we can have a meal at the end.
Well, that's Anissa. That's what my mom has been telling us, telling Roberta and I to go while we can because she and my dad they traveled all the time, and then he got sick and went downhill real fast, like, and then he was gone. And they had never gone to Hawaii. That was their big trip. Next big trip was to go to Hawaii. They really didn't care anything about Europe. Um, but I think they would have like if they went to England. I think they would have been okay with that because they do speak a form of English. Uh, but that's what she said. She said just go while you can because there'll come a time that you can't. So all you young folk out there that your kids are out of the house, sorry, Anissa. Uh, go go go. And from Kathy's post, she seems to have her grandkids a lot with her because she wants them with her. So she started all over again. Dang, Kathy, how far do you live away from the mailbox? You got 18? Lord, Kathy, 18 grandkids. And this, if you weren't married, you sound like a good mate for Lag. He doesn't like living his either. Kathy, you've got kids, and Marcel have kids, right? From previous marriages. Because I only thought you had two boys, and I'm like 18 grandkids. That's a lot of damn kids for two people. Yeah, they need to stop doing something. Good morning, Harry. Oh wow, wow. Get out and see the world, Anissa. Well, that's not that. When you have five kids, 18 kids, grandkids ain't too bad. My niece Savannah, she is on her fourth one. I've mentioned before. So she'll have like a 4 year old, a 3 year old, a 2 year old, and a 1 year old, which is the way she wants it. Yeah, there is, but you got to get out there. Cowboy up, as they say down in Texas,
Yep.
or cowgirl up. Oh, that sounds nice. All right, it's after 10 o'clock. I got to get out of here.
Oh, the fun was just getting started.
Yeah, right.
It's good to see
So,
old
everybody have a
Kathy.
great day. Look for Scott tomorrow.
Good to see old Kathy. Old.
Yeah, Kathy, it's great to see you again. Um,
Yeah, and to see you live in a van down by the river.
you're always welcome to come in if you got time. That keeps popping up. That episode of Saturday Night Live keeps popping up in my YouTube, and I don't care. It's just funny as hell to me every time I see it. I guess that's the reason I keep watching it every time it pops up. Where the what was his name? Not John Candy. Anyway, the big guy, he's like pulling up his pants and he's saying, you got to get up or you're going to be living down by the river in a van by me. Chris Farley. So anyway, yeah, tell Marcel hello for me. Sometime y'all, when you got time, jump in the show. We need to do something at night and have a reunion. So anyway, everybody have a great day. Todd, you got any final words before we leave?
Uh, happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Yeah.
Happy Tuesday. It's a great day. Sell some crap today so you can get bills paid.
My
All
God.
right. Y'all have a great one. Bye bye.